there's a lot that's happened in this week, so it's going to be an interesting episode of mainly nothing.
Yeah.
And we have a little rule to celebrate me turning 18. Every time we're going to take a drink. And what are we drinking? I'm drinking Kraken, which is a rum. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take a shot every time I say And Jasmine is...
sitting on a Ruski.
Which is a vodka cruiser, but she's going to take more
vodka cruiser? Yeah, I guess so.
And she's going to take more than a shot.
Mm.
But, this is going to be hard. I'm taking a long time to think about what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't do this first episode. And,
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah.
First shot.
Oh, no.
Honestly, Kraken tastes good, but hey. Hurts. And
the smell.
The smell. It's like sanitizer.
Yeah.
Anything above 40% ends up smelling like sanitizer.
I just like sour things. It smells like detergent.
But there's one exception to the rule. I think when you're talking about someone and they say like
or
like is okay, because sometimes you can say like this is like that, and you can say and they were like blah 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 blah, and those two are the only exception. But like is not allowed. That's that's one of the weird ones. I think we've done this before.
Yeah.
And we changed our mind on like, because we say like a lot.
Yes, because it's like we compare things a lot.
It's like we compare things a lot.
I was gonna say an example, but I decided not to.
Okay. Sure.
I swear.
Sure.
I promise.
No drink for you. And if you ever hear the calming sounds of ice, it's because I'm preparing myself the next shot. It actually is taking all my concentration.
Not to say.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But the big announcement is, one, I'm 18, but also uni started.
Yeah, O Week. Tell us about O Week.
Oh, O Week is useful to get oriented, obviously.
Oriented? Orientated?
Oriented.
Oriented. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking.
Orientation?
Okay.
Oriented.
Okay. I forgot that
Oriented? Like Oriental?
My mom described something as Oriental recently, and I was like, you can't do that anymore.
Oh, it's so Oriental.
Yeah. Actually.
So is that why you say oriented? Because of your
it
mother?
got stuck in my head, yeah.
And
her old ways, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Oriented. Oh my god. So, it's quite useful to know your way around, and especially if you're not from Canberra, and this is your first time going to ANU.
Yeah, that's exactly why they have it, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. But they teach some useful skills. But your coursework doesn't start until next week, so it doesn't really make me want to go. But I've met some really nice people. Like, shout out to... I'm not sure if they'd want me to shout them out. Oh, the thing is, when I meet new people, I end up talking a lot. It's so bad. Because there are stories I haven't told them yet. And I talk too much, I think. I mean, that comes in handy here, I guess. I'm setting my pace really well. I'm not stuttering.
Yeah.
Do stutters count? I'll count stutters.
No.
I'll count stutters for myself.
Okay.
Because I stutter a decent amount.
Yeah, I used to stutter as a kid, so I don't want to...
Heart rate, 3,000.
I was thinking... about that, about how you say that you talk a lot. I think it's actually a really good thing for someone who's shy. I would appreciate it if I, like...
Yeah, but there's a way to make someone who's shy talk by asking them questions about themselves.
Yeah. And
it's not that I don't want to know about them. It's that, like... God damn it. Alright, that's a drink.
I've been silently counting because I said for no reason. Wow.
it's not like I don't want to hear about them.
Yeah.
Wait, that was an appropriate use of like.
Well, I just guess you don't have to do another shot next time.
Next time, yeah. So my drink is going to be Pasito for a while. Shout out to Pasito.
Sponsor.
Sponsor us, Pasito. I think we're going to make that joke. Schweppes. Sponsor us, Schweppes.
Is it Schweppes?
I think it's Schweppes.
Let me see. Kirk's.
Well, to be fair,
Kirk's.
I like Kirk's more than Schweppes.
Yeah, fuck Schweppes.
Nice, the refreshing taste of Schweppes. I mean, Kirk's.
We're out here to fuck Schweppes. We say fuck Schweppes.
Fuck Schweppes. Hashtag fuck Schweppes.
Anyway, yeah, so...
It's not that I don't want to know about them. It's that I'm nervous myself, so I end up talking.
Word vomit.
Oh yeah, word vomit. It's not... I don't think it's that bad because I've gotten used to it more often.
Yeah.
But, like, it would be easier. Okay. That's my fallback. Yeah. I had one in the bank.
Pass.
I had one in the bank because I took a shot last time. So I get to ask them questions because I do want to know about them, and then it ends up being a more open conversation, and I've gotten more used to doing that. But I think I'm nervous starting university slightly.
Yeah, well, it's nice to know because I thought you were a perfect conversationalist when it comes to new people. Because I do the same. I do the exact same.
I tend to be better, but the people at university seem really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Or, well, I think it's a new era, like location as well. Because it happened at Lake Tuggeranong as well.
Oh, really?
And then I met like 5 people, and then I had like 10 classes, and then I got used to the location.
Yeah.
And I think that's just me slightly being weird, because I like knowing where I am.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because eventually I got used to Lake Tuggeranong, and I'd like barge into people, I'd walk into a room of like a random class, and I'd be like, hello.
Yeah.
But I think I tend to word vomit when it's because there's too much to focus on.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like me being...
I understand. I think I do the same. But that I like how you've narrowed it down to its specifics. Because now you can tackle it better.
Well, there's... Like... I didn't even start my sentence. If you take your time and you realize you don't have to speak straight away...
Yeah.
You can get away with not speaking. And you can think about your next sentence. But I hadn't even started my sentence yet, and I said it.
Yeah.
That's another shot. It's honestly painful. It honestly is. Jasmine is drinking.
Yes, I am.
But I'm announcing it because shots are more painful.
Yeah.
I remember that's my excuse.
At the last party I was at, no, actually a few parties ago now, there were some people, and one guy wasn't taking a shot of vodka, and then I walked up and I was like, oh, what are you guys doing? And they were like, oh, do you want some water? And it obviously wasn't water, like it was in a shot glass. So I knew what I was getting myself into.
Obviously, it smelled like pink dinner.
Yeah, and so I was like, they were like, oh, you want some water? And I was like, yeah, and they weren't trying to trick me or anything, to be clear. And so I had it, and I was like, that's weird water. And they were like, well, you took it like water. And I just walked away.
Respect. Respect earned.
I hate vodka.
Oh, vodka? Vodka is like whiskey.
It says it while I'm drinking. This tastes more like,
It tastes like sour. You like sour. It complements it well. Sour,
yeah.
Lemon, and then bitter, sweet.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's good.
Yoda.
Oh my god! You have no idea how much that killed me. Oh my god. Oh, so this is very exciting. So what I've done this week, since I'm taking a gap year, I've not started university or anything like that, but I launched my Redbubble.
Wait, did I take this? Oh, I did.
Yes, I just filled it back up for
yes.
you. Yeah. So I set up my Redbubble. I need to make a few more designs because currently I only have one, and it's the bookmark that I made you for your birthday. And what else happened this week was I got a package on Monday, and my dear friend, who I've known for a very long time, they sent me their old JoJo figures.
Shout out to them.
Yes, Morgan, blessed. And so I got Joseph and 2 Dio statues. This one, I'm showing Ben in person.
Dio is powerful, what can I say? His nose is bigger in figure.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
I love it.
So, this one I got for them ages ago for their birthday. Like,
is it
4
posable?
years. No, but his arms come off. Yeah.
Suddenly he's a Skywalker.
Yeah, so I got Joseph and 2 Dios, and they're so pretty. There's Joseph up there.
Wow.
Yeah. It's very exciting. So I've got like 1, 5, 6, 8
Wow,
JoJo figures.
you have a lot of dolls in your room.
Yeah.
They're action figures.
I was gonna be slow about it, but I was gonna say like, yeah. Go boutique.
No.
You're a doll. Doll.
She's a devil.
She's a demon.
She's a demon. She's a doll.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Wow. That's a good song. Sorry for the jump scare, by the way. Jasmine.
I just saw the peak and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, the audio waves are in front of us. And it got really quiet when we were singing. And then the peak when she went da-na-da, it was like extremely loud.
Oh well.
And I looked at it and I'm like, wow, Jasmine. Also, you are taking a gap year, but you've been given a new plan because you wanted to do teaching eventually, right?
Yeah. So I was thinking, because I got my estimated ATAR, but I decided not to sit the AST. And I could have gone into basically anything I wanted to. I decided not to, obviously. But I can. Your dad is a college. What's his actual title?
I'm not actually sure if he has a job. I don't know what his job description is and
not
the title.
college, university. Sorry.
University. Oh,
Yeah.
It's college in America.
I know. I talked to a lot of Americans, so I always call it college for their sake. No,
Someone thought I was American because I kept speaking in an American accent and I called it college, but I was actually talking about like year 11 to 12.
Yeah.
So, that's the thing, right? In Brisbane and Sydney,
Yeah.
they have 7 to 12 and they call it high school.
Yep.
And they call university college.
Yeah.
So it's just Canberra. That's weird.
We're very strange for having the 2 years being college.
Also, actually, the French call university, and college, and then high school, like Canberra. So the
Okay.
French, we are a French settlement. Not literally, though. What was the formation of Canberra again? I think Canberra was just so garbage that no state wanted to claim it.
Oh, well, Canberra was made after the fact.
After.
Because they wanted a proper capital for Australia.
Yeah. No, I think they wanted a governing body that wasn't owned by any land, like any state.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then they put it in Canberra because no one wanted the land.
Yeah, I think so.
Literally.
I can't remember.
I don't remember either, but that's in my mind.
That's so bad. My old history teacher, used to always roast us for knowing more history about, like, other places. And then she'd be like, oh, well, what happened in Canberra? What's this? And we'd be like, oh, shit, I don't know. And she's like, you guys are garbage. But, she was, not really. She was very encouraging. And she's like, go learn more about Australia and, like, the things that happened here, because it's still very interesting. And she would compare things as well, which was really helpful. So yeah,
I think a hum of acknowledgement and pause to think, going in the center of your sentence, and then continuing your sentence is the most powerful filler word.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Because there's like and there's but is the most powerful.
Yeah.
Because there's but because your mouth is already closed.
Yeah.
You don't have to go
Yeah.
You just go
Yeah.
You hear it.
I do.
You hear the power in these sentences.
Yeah, I feel it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what have we been doing? What have you been doing?
Oh,
aside from the podcast?
wait, no. You didn't never finish your...
Wait, really?
Yeah, so my dad...
He works. Okay, that was...
He works as a story...
A story?
I'm starting a story. He doesn't
story.
work as a story. He works managing... Well, he works at the university. There's that. And,
oh my god, I totally forgot. Okay.
And he talked to Jasmine.
Yeah, we had a really great conversation over lunch on your birthday because we were talking about it because you brought it up. I wasn't going to bring it up on your birthday because I just wanted to have a nice lunch. But you were like, Jasmine, didn't you say that you wanted to do university as a maturity student? And I was just going to talk to your dad about that and just see what exactly I had to do because I know there's a bridging course for UC, but I wasn't sure about ANU. And he was like, oh, you can, if you want, because I was talking to him before about my Redbubble stuff and how I put everything online and people, making money off of that. And he was like, oh, why don't you just, because your dad knows I'm into art, why don't you just do art for half a semester?
Are you saying as if it was my father, or are you just saying
No, your dad said
Okay.
But I will take a drink if you want.
Okay.
Fine. Okay, so I will drink more than that later. But your dad said, why don't you just submit a portfolio, get into art school, and then in half a term you can just swap to teaching? And you were like, you can do that? And I said...
Yeah, because... Okay, never mind.
Yeah. And your dad was like, yeah, do that. And so I might do that. And start in July. He's like, you can start in July. It's like, oh shit, I might do that. So I'm gonna... Our really good friend Emily, who...
Half gap year.
Yeah, half gap year. Which I think is actually quite beneficial. Because I was gonna do the bridging course for ANU in January. And then I agreed and my therapist was like, don't do that. And then I was just gonna do it in August instead. But I might as well just get in July. It's only a month's difference, but I kind of want to do art anyway.
And okay, this is the weird thing about uni.
You
can get in for teaching, or you can get in. Okay, for my example, say I only got in for science, but I wanted to do law. I don't want to do law, but say. And the thing is, it costs money to enroll in classes because you have to pay for classes, right? You don't pay for the program you're doing. You pay for the degree you're doing. You pay for the classes.
Yeah.
So I could just enroll in the wrong classes for my degree. So I'm doing science and I just enroll in law classes. And they can't actually get angry at you for doing that because you have to pay for these classes. I mean, the law might just be your fun little hobby on the side.
Yeah.
Because they can't force you to do the required classes for your degree.
Yeah.
Because that would mean they were forcing you to pay for it and do it now.
Yeah.
Because you can be accepted and only enroll in one course per year. And then it would just take 24 years to finish your degree. That's allowed.
Yeah.
And maybe you're just doing this as all of your electives right now. So they can't force you to enroll in the wrong programs. I think that's the gist of it.
Yeah.
They can't force you to enroll in the right programs, sorry.
Yeah. And also your dad was saying, like, once you're in university, you're in university.
Yeah.
So
you're in for science, say, and then I only do law, and if I do well enough at law, at the end of the year, I just say, hey, can I change my degree to law?
Yeah.
And they look at your GPA and they say, oh,
Yeah.
You've been doing law, so that's going to go towards your degree at the end.
Yeah.
And you've gotten a high enough GPA to stay in law.
Yeah.
So you can stay in law.
Yeah.
And then they change your degree to law. Like, literally, you just get into uni for the most random thing, and then you stay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I'm gonna, as I was saying before, our friend Emily, our really good friend Emily, she's doing art this year. And so I'm just gonna and she really likes history as well, which is great. So I can have a look at her history work and her artwork to see, like, what she does in those classes and see if I actually want to do it right away or if I want to do it later. Because I think because I've a big reason why I wanted to take a gap year is because I think I'm a really good student. I hope so. And I do all my work as soon as I get it, and that's why I think I'm a good student, is because I do lots of homework, but, yeah, so I want to know what the work is like. I think that there's a big, you were talking about
I think you can look at the workload on the university programs page without being in the uni.
Yeah, well, I think so.
But you can specifically look at the exact workload if you look at Emily's work, I suppose. But you can just enroll in art, but then
do teaching.
Enroll in teaching courses.
Yeah.
So you're there for art, but then you're only doing teaching courses. The only problem with that is, at the end of the year, you might not have a high enough GPA to swap to teaching. And now you have all of these classes that you've done that isn't going to your art degree.
Yeah, that's where it can get a bit...
Yeah, monkey,
yeah.
I can imagine that.
That's why it's a bit like, I don't know if I want to do that.
But you're either going to have to get into uni anyway and maintain grades or drop out, or you're going to have to maintain anyway. Yeah. I was talking to a student today, actually.
Yeah.
And he's in a program that says he has to maintain high distinction.
Oh, shit.
Like, that means he has to get
Yeah.
above 80% in every test.
Yeah.
Every assignment.
That's what Mark gets.
And if he gets below 1,
Yeah.
he drops down in any test.
Oof.
I think, like, that's what he said. I don't think that's true. That's way too harsh.
I think that's a goal of his, perhaps.
No, like, literally in the program requirements for the one he's enrolled in.
Oh, shit.
That's what he described. And I know something like that exists.
Okay, yeah.
And it's possible for something like that to exist.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's making it up. It's not a goal of his. Like, that's literally his plan. Like, he needs to stay. And I said, yeah, but you could just stay in uni for a year applying for any other course and then transfer up. Like, and he said, I'd prefer to just maintain, because in the end, transferring up, you need to maintain the same GPA to transfer up into honors rather than transferring down. Yeah. So in the end, it ends up being the same because whether I went in with science or science honors, I would have performed the same, but one I got demoted and the other I got promoted. And I said, striving towards something is easier than maintaining. Yeah. If that makes sense. Yeah. I don't know why. Maybe that's just a mental thing for me.
Yeah, maybe.
I prefer striving towards a goal than maintaining my status quo. And I just, if there's no goal, I just go down.
Really? I like maintaining. I'm a maintaining
Maybe that's just me.
kind of person.
I think it's easier to work hard in a semester and move up than staying at the high level you were at.
Yeah. Anyway, so what have we been doing recently together?
Yeah. Red Dead.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption.
So, okay, we're gonna stop talking about school now because that's boring and scary.
Well, it's so fun.
It is. It's really interesting. I think,
especially when I get to talk to people. I get to talk about people that I've met at school.
The tea. But
the tea.
Yeah, we'll spill some tea.
Okay, I was talking to Balthazar.
Yeah.
I've mentioned him in the podcast
Beautiful
before.
boy. I picked him up recently and I made him kick you.
Balthazar, the man who needs no introduction because his name is his personality.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Just incredible. Anyway, yeah, powerful.
I was talking to him about the university, and I said, there are... I'm stuttering too much. I think that's a shot. Okay. I should just go, and think about it.
Okay, get on with that. I want to talk about Red Dead 2. We'll do school another episode.
I wonder if there will be gossip.
Oh, okay, yeah.
At the university. Because there's a lot of people at a university compared to a high school or a college.
Isn't there like a love letter Facebook page?
There's a confession page, yeah.
Oh, okay.
ANU Confessions.
Yeah.
I hope to end up on there someday.
Oh, gross. Met this weird guy near a bubbler today. Met this weird dude.
No, they would try to describe me, and I feel like I'm both so weird but so plain that it wouldn't work out.
Oh my god, yeah.
There's like this guy who's like this, but like not really like. How do you describe anyone to be unique in a? Okay, never mind.
In a vague way.
In a vague way, like.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
Like to know who you are. Either way,
Goss.
We said, would there be gossip at ANU that everyone would end up knowing? Because there was definitely gossip at like Tuggeranong.
Yeah.
That at least like every friendship group knew some of. Like, did you hear that this happened at this party? And everyone would be like, slightly. Like, I heard of that party and I heard that that person was going. And then everyone knew each other.
Yes.
It's like a small town. But ANU is like a city. ANU is literally 21,000 people.
Damn.
It's a lot of people. And we wondered if it was possible to still hear gossip. And we said, maybe. We'll have to find out. So I'm keen. I'm keen to hear the tea at ANU.
ANU confessions.
ANU confession tea.
Yeah.
Hashtag fuck Schweppes.
Fuck Schweppes.
Fuck Schweppes.
Red Dead 2. This is... Okay, for anyone who doesn't play video games, I'm very sorry, and you should play video games. So...
Even if you think, oh, video games are hard, oh, video games don't appeal to me because I prefer, like, TV shows, I get to just relax. Play, like, Detroit Becoming Human. It's like literally...
Oh my god,
it's a TV show.
Story. It's a story
TV
game.
show. It's literally a TV show.
It prioritizes narrative over gameplay sometimes.
Literally.
Which...
TV show. It's a TV show.
Yeah.
But it's not really a TV show. It's a game.
It's beautiful.
It's like a gateway game.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So I reckon here are some recommendations off the bat. So Spider-Man is a beautiful narrative game and it has excellent gameplay.
But some people would find that genuinely difficult if you've never played games.
Oh,
before.
true. But it's if you're like an intermediate, if you've never played a video game before, maybe don't pick up Spider-Man. But I would recommend. I'm thinking Detroit Becoming Human.
Detroit Becoming Human.
Yeah,
I told you.
There are some other story games.
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn. Yeah,
Until Dawn's a bit weird.
Yeah, but it's like quick time events, so you have to be like a quick reaction time kind of guy. So
But Red Dead.
Dead 2, boys.
Red Dead. You could probably get away with playing Red Dead and never playing a game before.
Yeah,
but you'd have to spend like a good 20 minutes getting used to how to play a game.
Yeah.
Detroit, you can just jump right in.
Yeah, I reckon, because Detroit's kind of like you move around and there's sort of quick time events.
Even if you don't understand how the game works.
It's like press X and then you press X.
No, I'm saying like, even if you don't manage to press the quick time events, you just fail everything, you could play through the whole game and still do it.
Yeah, I've seen...
But eventually you get good enough and you play through the game again and then have a whole different story.
Once you finish Detroit Becoming Human, you can go back to any chapter and replay it as many times as you like.
And you'll be improved by then.
Yeah.
Like, you can... The problem with games is some part of the story is locked away behind a skill barrier.
Yeah.
Like, no other media says, oh, you're bad? You can't continue the story.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah.
You just keep dying. You can't go. But...
Dark Souls.
Yeah. Dark Souls doesn't even have a story.
No.
Unless you really read into it. But Detroit...
It's a good game, though. Yeah, Detroit.
Detroit, you can fail the game, and that ends up becoming the story.
Yeah, literally.
But you're invested in more... You're invested in the characters, not the gameplay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Red Dead 2.
Red Dead 2 is a wonderful game.
Okay, so our really, really good friend Zach, he played Red Dead 2, I think, almost as soon as it came out.
He played... I think so. He played Red Dead 1, so I think he was already invested in the series.
Yeah, I remember...
Red Dead 2 Red Dead 2 is so good.
Oh my god, it's so good.
You don't need to play Red Dead 1 to play Red Dead 2. That's another very important... It's a prequel.
Yeah, Red Dead 2 is a prequel to
Red Dead. I
Dead.
haven't played Red Dead 1, and I've played Red Dead 2. But Zach was already invested in the series, so he played.
Yes. Oh my god. No spoilers. But we've been having the best time. I love playing games with you. We played Until Dawn together, and that was really fun.
Detroit Becoming Human.
Becoming Human together. We played Spider-Man. Oh, man.
We played Into the Woods.
Oh, yeah. We played Into the Woods together. That's also a really good game, a story game that you don't need any... You don't have to know how to play video games to play
Sims.
Into the Woods. The Sims, yes. Great narrative. What's so good about Red Dead?
You're invested in every single character in Red Dead 2, but the story still manages to be, powerful.
It's fucking incredible.
Every single character, even the antagonist, you're like, go son, go.
And the guy that you play as, his name's Arthur Morgan.
He's the best boy.
Oh my god, is he the best boy? so good. This is how easy Red Dead 2 is. We compared it to like having a Tamagotchi. You just feed
You just keep Arthur alive.
Yeah, and that's it. And you play through the
You
story.
feed him. He becomes underweight if you don't feed him enough. And it's not that hard to feed him.
Yeah.
Like...
Oh my god. Our Arthur was underweight. And Ben's like, we gotta feed him. And I was like, I'll give him a bread roll. And Ben was like, you feed him like you feed yourself. Just a hungry bread roll.
She just eats bread rolls in real life. Just always eating bread rolls.
I suppose.
You outed yourself, Jasmine.
Yeah, it's funny. Oh my god. It's been so good. We're up to chapter 3 at the moment.
I think 4, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, we're up to chapter 4.
Sadly.
Oh god, it's almost...
So close to the end.
Oh, I don't want it to end.
Apparently chapter 6 is really long.
Thank god.
Yeah. So chapter 5 is short, though.
Also, I want to go ahead and say, fuck Micah.
Micah is a nice character, but he's not a
I
nice
love his
person.
voice actor. I love his voice actor. Micah's a really good shooter, right?
He's so... Out of everyone... I'm not sure if they actually code the shooting different between different characters. But I just felt like he was really good at killing people.
Because on that mission, we had Bill as well, and...
Yeah, and I just noticed that Michael was putting bodies down. Like...
Hell yeah.
Like... Maybe they did code in a difference. Like...
I think so.
Because Michael was damn good. Like,
yeah.
I noticed it. Like...
Yeah.
I really hope that detail was coded in.
Yeah, I hope so too. Oh, the detail in that game as well. It almost feels like Snake Eater. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. You keep food on you and it can expire and things like that, and you feed and you combine food to make... It's great. You should play Metal Gear Solid 3. It reminded me a lot of that, like the things that you can do in that game. Yeah, I know. Ugh.
We have finished 4 shots now?
Yeah, I think
5 shots, and you finished almost 3.
Yeah.
After that. Glug, 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 glug. I really hope that shows up on mic.
Me too.
ASMR. Drinking.
Yeah.
I didn't even say anything.
Oh my God.
I didn't even say anything. See, this is not really a recording of a podcast. It's a recording of us slowly deforming into a drunk person.
Deforming, I like that. I took Ben out for his first drink yesterday in public. Well,
at a club, yeah.
Yeah, and that was really good. We had a good time. We always get Asahi Black when we go to...
Asahi Black, shout out to Asahi Black.
Yeah, shout out to Asahi Black, the best beer ever. And so, yeah, he had one for the first time yesterday, and he quite enjoyed it. And you were scared that we were going to hype it up. We hyped it up too much, but
Asahi Black was quite good.
Yeah.
2 brands of beer. Shout out to Northern...
Great Northern?
Great Northern.
No.
And
Shit, yeah, no, I'm kidding. That's
Great Northern's quite good.
Yeah.
And it's quite cheap. And
yeah.
Asahi Black. But I think that's only at Vikings.
I think so. Expensive.
Alright.
Let's go,
Geronimo.
Geronimo.
Wow. I feel like being the sober friend at a party. You always notice all of the weird things people do when they're drunk.
Yeah.
People are going to be listening to this and see...
Yeah! What we do with...
Put a comment below what we do when we're drunk.
Oh! We were thinking about doing a Q&A episode. Should we... would you guys be interested?
People who listen to this...
Know us. Yeah, exactly. But...
I mean, they can ask specific questions about the podcast specifically.
That's
they
what I was
haven't gotten
hoping.
to ask us.
Yeah.
Okay, comment below what you'd like to see in the podcast, like so far.
Yeah, because we've
if you've watched all of the episodes, and comment below how stupid we sound when we're drunk, and also any questions for the FAQ episode.
Yeah, that would be good. I think I might we'll make a Facebook or Twitter post about it.
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
I don't think we have a post on Twitter.
Well, I try to.
Give me the Twitter account so I can shit post.
Yeah.
Like while on the toilet I'll post.
Yeah.
Shitpost.
Yeah.
Is that the origin of shitpost, you reckon?
Maybe, but the only time that you ever made a Twitter was because
I wanted to tweet at Brendan Urie because I wanted to give him some exposure.
oh my god,
Callback.
throwback.
You know when you call back to a joke?
Yeah, I know, but it sounds weird.
Callback.
Throwback.
It's not even Thursday. Well, it's going to be Thursday when
Throwback.
it comes out. Throwback Thursday. Every episode is Throwback Thursday with us.
We just talked about the previous episode. Every time. Oh,
God,
man.
that would be hell.
Yeah, so you've been keeping... Oh, this is unrelated, but I just wanted to know, because I've been journaling recently. Have you been keeping up with your journal? Because I
have been.
Yeah.
I've been writing every book. I've finally caught up again with the books I've read.
Oh, thank God. Did we talk about this in the podcast? You've been trying to read a book every week.
I think we have.
Yeah, I hope so. But if not, Ben's been trying to read a book every week.
And I finally caught up again, and I've been writing every book as a review in my journal.
Oh, cute.
So I can understand better what I like.
Yeah.
And also, if you force yourself to think about books you read on your own, you end up learning more.
Yeah.
Because I can read a whole book and not remember it at all.
Really?
Well, I can.
Okay, do you want to know some dark shit? There was a book series I read when I was 12 and I still remember it hardcore. It was called The House of Night and it was a terrible vampire series where they got tattoos the more powerful they were.
Oh my god.
And some girl I met on Habbo Hotel recommended it to me. Shout out to India. Yeah, that was her name.
India on Habbo Hotel.
Yeah, she hated her name. I'm so sorry.
So, I mean, I can remember a book.
Yeah.
I changed my mind on stuttering because the more I drink,
The more you'll stutter.
yeah.
Good night. And also you said so.
When? Okay, I'm gonna hear it back in the recording. There's gonna be a lot I miss. So that's sixth shot. Sixth shot. To be fair, all of these are double shots.
To be fair. Oh well.
I don't know why I say to be fair. Pasito is a good chaser to a shot of Kraken.
Yeah, maybe.
No, this used to be pretty full.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what were we even talking about?
We were talking about books that you can't remember. Journaling.
I can remember the storyline, but when it comes to informational books, books I want to incorporate into my life,
yeah.
You can read a book, Eat, Pray, Love, and then you'll say, it changed my life. But you'll never actually figure out why. What specific thing in that book affected your decision making.
Yeah. Go monkey.
Gosh darn it.
Do you know what's really sweet? I love reading books that people say really changed their lives. Or that they really, really love. I love reading books because
it's a part of their soul almost.
Their soul. No, I don't know. It's just cute. I really enjoy it. It's like that Oscar Wilde quote.
Which one?
You know the one. I forgot it. Never mind.
Just go on Google, search up that Oscar Wilde quote.
No, I was thinking about it, but it
How does it even relate to the subject?
Well, it would, but I'm not gonna say.
What are you doing? God. Alright, seventh shot? I don't know why I've started counting. It's too late to start counting.
Ew. Rum is intense.
Rum is quite strong.
Books. Journaling. Go.
So, I like writing it down so I can more quantitatively define how it's changed, specifically what.
Yes.
Because sometimes I read a book and I don't know what points I'm trying to take away from it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes I think, oh, this is just wrong. And then I'll continue reading it. And if I don't write down why I think it's wrong, I feel like I've been brainwashed.
Yeah.
Because when you're reading a book, you have to think about it. It's a snug premise no matter what you do.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
Snug premise. Google that. It's actually quite interesting. A snug premise is a debating tactic.
Yeah.
But when you're reading, since you have to imagine it while you're reading, it's almost always a snug premise.
Yes.
And if you don't write out when you think it's wrong, I feel like it's just propaganda. That might just be me.
Oh, I love all the memes that have, like, Garfield, and it's like, you are not immune to propaganda.
Oh, shout out to
Garfield memes.
shout out to Garfield memes. I think I saw that meme from Paul. Paul's a good meme.
Yeah, Paul's funny. I like Paul.
I feel like we're shouting out Friends, but none of them will ever watch it.
Yeah.
Share this with Paul specifically Paul, so
Tag
he can
Paul.
tag Paul in this, so he can be like, "Wow,
Yeah.
they talked about me."
Yeah.
I think what's his name? What's his last name?
Vels.
Vels. Tag Paul Vels. Vels.
That's not how you spell it. It's VELS. Vels.
Go to my friends. Search up Paul. Search up the one that looks like Vels. And then tag him in it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's evil.
That's chaos.
He's gonna be tagged by like a 20 people that watch this all the way through.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Do you know what I was about to do? I was about to pull my sleeve back to check my watch. But I don't.
I'll check my watch.
Okay, I hate your watch.
Oh, I like my watch.
I hate it.
And I like Paul Vels. The most powerful filler word.
Yeah, so you write reviews in your journal?
Yeah.
Book reviews?
I use pros and cons, and then a synopsis, and then
That's
general
so cute.
ideas.
You're so cute.
Literally everything in my journal, I title it as if it was like a little blog post.
Oh, I love that. It's cute.
Oh. And the next episode 9.
Episode 9.
Episode 9 has a title that I've created that's going to be so cute.
Cute.
You remember that, right?
Yes, of course I do.
It's so cute.
It's the
Shout out to episode 9.
Episode
Episode 9.
Skeppled 9. That's my journal over there. Look how thick it is.
Alright, I'm going to read from Jasmine's journal.
Okay, you may.
Because she just pointed at her journal. That means you guys get to peer into the life of Jasmine's journal. Merry Christmas! 7:15 a.m.
Wait, please, it's fragile!
You shouldn't have torn it away from my hands then.
Well,
Prue got me.
Try and read this page.
Oh, fine. I can't read the rest of the page. Oh, okay. It's
all in Japanese.
It's in Japanese. Okay. Let's see if I can do it drunk. Anata ka... No, it's not ka, it's ga. Anata ga tote... You didn't realize I knew Japanese.
When were you learning?
I'm surprised I can read Japanese that fast.
What the fuck was that? That was really good.
I literally haven't spoken Japanese since I was in year 5.
That's so good. That was.
And I'm really drunk.
That was
flexing. I'm flexing on you.
That was impressive.
Thank you. So, I think that's my genuine laugh. I have fake laughs where I go ha ha ha, and then my genuine laugh is way deeper than the way I speak.
Yeah.
I go. It's either that or I go really really high.
What's my genuine laugh? It's like me screaming.
You go. That's how you laugh.
Oh god.
I hate people who breathe out after they take a drink, but I've done that literally every time I drunk something this episode.
You're incredible.
You ready? Guys, this is ASMR now.
Oh, wow.
That's gonna be gross. We're gonna edit that out. I'm glad, because there was a big silence before it, and there's gonna be a silence after it right now, so we can cut it perfectly. And then we cut it.
Oh my god. Alrighty. Jasmine's book club?
Did you come up with a book before you started drinking?
Yeah, I actually did. I finished it, finally.
What's the book?
The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtues.
Ooh, that book seems...
By Mackenzie Lee.
Clickbait.
It is. Okay, so it's a historical fiction. I saw someone making fun of historical fiction, and I completely agree. It's like fan fiction about history. But
a fan fiction about history.
Yeah.
Did you mean Dante's Inferno?
oh my god. Okay, we need to talk about Dante's Inferno because I can talk about it for a whole episode.
Oh my god.
Inferno is oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, never mind.
Parody. Oh,
Gentlemen's
okay.
Vices and Virtues.
Okay, The Gentleman's Guide to Vices and Virtues. So it's about a man. His name is Henry.
Album. It's a good album.
Shut up.
It's a good album, Jasmine. Jasmine, it's a good album. Okay, yeah. Henry did
Henry and his sister. I can't remember her name right now. I read it a while ago. Well.
I read it a while ago.
Okay, fine.
There's probably like a good 1,000 of these that we've missed. Because,
yeah.
Because we're
not going to do it because we'll die.
Yeah, obviously. But every time we recognize that we've done one,
Yeah.
we've definitely done one.
Oh, yeah. I have been drinking because I'll know.
Yeah, Jasmine has been doing it.
I'm a silent.
I announce it when I do it because I'm a drama queen.
Oh, I love that. Ew. No. The Gentleman's Guide to Vices and Virtues is by Mackenzie Lee. It's a historical fiction novel, and it's very nice. Okay, so Henry.
Also, don't forget to check the mystery video.
Oh.
I already know what it is. You know what it is, right?
Yes.
Sometimes we decide afterwards,
Yeah.
but what she just did just informed the mystery video.
Oh, I love that.
All right.
Okay, so Henry, around this time where it's set, I can't remember when it's set, it was common for wealthy young men to travel Europe.
Ooh.
When they're, like, developing into, like, manhood. It's it's called a tour. It's like going on a tour.
Oh, did you know macaroni used to be the term for hipster? Never mind. I don't remember if that's actually a thing. I might just be...
Where did that come from?
Because European men used to travel to Italy, and then they would come back and pretend they were, like, Italian, and they were,
Isn't
like...
that Conan's producer? Jordan's Gramps Keep?
It doesn't matter. I read this from a meme, so it might not even be true.
Anyhow, so... Henry is in love with his best friend Percy.
Percy?
And
oh my God.
Percy's a violinist, and he also...
Wait, are those both men?
They're both men!
And this is a historical novel?
Yeah, so it's, you know...
Scandalous.
It's actually quite sweet. And, so... I know what I just did. I said a lot of arms.
You'll drink afterwards,
I
Jasmine.
will.
You will pay your toll.
I will. So, they go on a tour around Europe, and some things happen, you know... Henry's dealing with being in love with his best friend, which is quite difficult.
I like the pause you took there. You were going to put a filler word, and you recognized...
Took a pause, yeah. It's a very good book. I like it. It's got some fantastical elements in it.
Okay, if you like this, in what scenario would you like Gentleman's Guide? Like, what books? Like, what scenario?
Young adult. If you like...
It's literally the young adult book.
No, of course not. But it's very young adult. It's like... It's super... Like, you get into it. I know.
You know the first time I heard the term young adult?
Mm?
I was talking to Claire Gavin. Shout out to Claire Gavin. Ryder Gavin's brother. Sister. Either way, if they watch this, they're not going to hear the shout out. Tag them in this video.
Stop. Okay, continue. Yeah, the young adult. Continue.
Young adult. I was talking to them on the street.
In a book setting?
No, in a street. I was talking to them in a street.
And young adult, you will be called. You're a young adult, Ben, but young adult as in a.
No, like
adult.
in a book setting.
Okay. There.
I was talking to them, and then she said, "I like YA novels."
Yeah, YA.
And then I said, "YA, like."
Young adult.
Like. I was gonna come up with an acronym for YA that wasn't young adults, and it was gonna be so funny. But currently, my mental faculties aren't the best. My mental faculties.
Shout out to The Faculty with Elijah Wood in it. It's a good movie. Aliens.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So yeah, Gentleman's Guide to Vices and Virtues. YA, Claire Gavin, etc.
Mackenzie Lee.
Mackenzie Lee. And I hope you enjoyed this gradual transformation between concise and degenerate.
Thank you very much for listening.
And this is my final
did
shot.
That make sense? Thank you very much for listening.
That's the thing people say, yes?
Is it? It sounds
Okay.
so wrong. Okay.
Alright. If you'd like to grab a drink of water, maybe even alcohol if you're over 18. This is my last shot.
Mine
Comment
too.
happy birthday.
It's
Because
been...
I turned 18.
Happy birthday.
Because I turned happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Wait, cheers.
ASMR.
Couldn't take it.
Drink, Jasmine. Go.
You literally made me laugh so bad.
Alright. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Farewell.
Or goodbye.
Goodbye. Good morning.
Good see ya.
See ya.
That one.